Okay, we're going to continue our lesson on systems of equation using the method of elimination. Okay, so let's look at this problem here. So the previous problems we've usually had it where it's easy to eliminate, where you just have to change a sign in one of the equations. This is a little more tricky, okay? So if you look here, you have 3x plus 2y equals 27 and x plus y equals 13. So we have to figure out what can we change in order to eliminate one of the variables, okay? So we can multiply using the second one. If we multiply everything by -2, okay, then the y will change to a -2. Thereby, you can cancel out the y's. So let's do it. So if you have -2 times x will give you a -2x. And this will be minus 2y equals -2 times 13 is a -26. Okay, now we're able to eliminate, okay? So I don't want to confuse you, so I'm just going to just draw a line through this because we don't need this anymore, okay? Now we need to just work with the blue and the green problem here. And now we can add the two problems. So 3 minus 2 will give you x. You notice now it's eliminated because you made that change. And now equals 27, that's a minus, plus a -26 to give you 1. So we see that x is equal to 1. Since we know x is equal to 1, we could use either equation and plug in 1. So let's plug in for this equation here. 1 plus y equals 13. So we're going to do minus 1 on both sides. So we see that y equals 12. So when x is 1, y is 12. Okay, in this problem, we have to do basically the same thing. So we look, what can we do to either equation that would eliminate the x or the y? The easiest thing to do is to look at the second equation. And if we multiply everything by 2, or no, -2, because we want this to be a positive 2y. So this would give us -6x. Now we have a positive 2y equals a -16. Okay, now I'm just going to draw a line through this because we changed this. This is our new problem and our new equation. So now we're going to add vertically. 5 plus a -6 will give you a -x. This cancels now because you have a -2 and a +2. Y equals, and this will give you a -7 from 16 from 7, which you subtract, that'll give us 9, a -9. Now you never want a negative variable, so you're multiplying by -1 to change it. But just remember, just take the opposite. So instead of it being a -9, it's a +9. So x is 9. Now you look back at either equation, it doesn't matter, but it's easier, it doesn't really matter which one. So I'm just going to check the second one and just plug in the x equals 9. So the second original equation right here, so if you have 3 times x, which is 9, 3 times 9 will give you a 27, minus y equals 8. So if I'm going to minus 27 on both sides, and so once I subtract that, so I will have -y equals -19. So y is going to equal to a +19. So now we have our answers. X is 9 and y is 19. So if you were to plug in 9 and 19 into the equation in the problem, it should come out to equal 7 and 8 if you plugged it in.